Throughout the years, many Steves have been used in my videos, or showcased, shall I say. Steve Saga has showcased many, and so has Rainbow Quest. But, as many of you know, if you have been a longtime viewer of this channel, well, you'll know that I have not used all of the Steve Saga characters in my Rainbow Quest series. Of course, Rainbow Quest being a reboot of the Steve Saga, but it is definitely its own story with its own unique storyline and universe, in no way connected to the Steve Saga. But that does mean that there's a lot of characters I know some of you guys want to still see and are hoping to see in Rainbow Quest. Now, I've made a decision. I want you guys to be able to let me know who you want in Rainbow Quest that hasn't been showcased. And to do that today, I have a hallway set up of all of the Steves that have yet to be used in Rainbow Quest, but I have used in other videos. Now, we're gonna go over them, reminisce about them, see which one's kind of, seem more exciting, a little more interesting, and then I'm going to leave a vote to you guys down in the description below, and you guys can do it. It'll probably be like a straw poll or something like that, and you guys can vote on which character you want to 100% be used in the, well, I'll say 99% be used in the Rainbow Quest story. Of course, we'll make sure whatever character we do bring into Rainbow Quest will be properly brought in and not just forced in there out of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect them immediately or anything. And if you guys want to see who I would vote for, make sure you stay till the end of the video because I think the answer may surprise you. But seriously, I'll let you guys know at the end of the video who I would vote for if I was in your shoes. But okay, let's get started, guys. So first up, we've got Illusion and Reality Steve. So this was near the ending of Steve Saga. Well, before we turned it into Space Saga. But either way, this was near the ending nonetheless. And I think it had a lot of promise. I mean, you could literally change the entire world. But now we haven't used him and we haven't used Reality, obviously, because he's a part of Illusion, but we are going to leave this as a separate option because I feel like Illusion and Reality, maybe people want Illusion, but they don't want Reality, or they want Reality, but they don't want the Illusion part. You know what I mean? So we'll leave it up to you. And if you guys do decide that one of these are the ones that you want, then, we could actually just roll with it. I feel like Reality Steve had a lot of promise. I think in Steve Saga, when he decided to get off the server, I think that got too meta too quick, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Seriously, comment down below what you really think about all of this as we go through them. And hit that like button if you guys really enjoyed this video as well. Subscribe. Only 50% of you are subscribed, so please. All right, let's keep going. What's next? We've got, negative and positive Steve. Did I say positive and negative Steve? So, I mean, these go hand in hand. I'd assume if one of these won, the other one's kind of a guarantee, as well as Infinity Steve, who's over here. These three, if like one wins, all three, because they kind of have to. Actually, no. Infinity Steve could be his own thing, I guess. But positive and negative go hand in hand with each other, like twins, you know? But this would be interesting, man. I don't know. I mean, back in the other story, there were test subjects on the Steve Saga, and I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty solid story. I would actually need to refresh myself on it. It's been a while. They were what, like halfway into the Steve Saga, I think? Hey, what's up, negative Steve? Whoa, no need to be so negative. Ooh, laugh track. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I feel like they have some potential, but maybe I'm missing something. But I don't think they excite me as probably even Infinity Steve. I mean, we could just do Infinity Steve and kind of make it work, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I could make it work. Maybe obviously I'd give them a new story. Their stories wouldn't be the exact same. And this goes hand in hand with like every character. Their stories would not be the exact same as what they were in the Steve Saga when they get translated to Rainbow Quest. But we've got Plague Steve over here. Now, granted, I will say and be honest, the main reason I would be hesitant to use Plague Steve is because it hits a little too hard at home. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's too real right now, but he does have a really good story. Now, granted, he's kind of more related to how darkness works in the Rainbow Quest. I mean, it spreads and it's kind of like an infection. So I don't know. I mean, definitely we could make it unique without a doubt. Whatever you guys vote, I will make it work, but I'd be very interested to see how this this goes if I were to do something with Plague Steve. I didn't do much with him in the Steve Saga. I know a lot of people gave me garbage about it because they were kind of upset. It was building up Plague Steve to have this great arc, and then he just kind of disappeared. And I had a reason for it, but I forgot why. We could try and make this work if you guys want. I don't know. It's all up to you. I think it'd be interesting. Okay, next. So this is Elder Blue Steve. Check it out. Now, I gotta say, bro, this skin is fancy. Like, I don't know why, but it evokes such a... I don't know, man. I really like this skin with the eyes, too. He feels so powerful. I think it's also the setting that my staff built behind it. I think it looks really great. And shout out to them, by the way, for setting all of this up. And I mean, all together, just working on Rainbow Quest. But back to the character. This is an OG character. Like, I mean, they're an original character. Elder Blues were like one of the first major non-like base colors. I mean, yes, he's a Blue Steve, but he's more than a Blue Steve. Elder Blue really has like a solid potential for the story. I mean, when I had all of the base colors of the character of Steve's, it'd be like blue, you know, etc., the entire color of the rainbow. Elder Blue was the first like major deviation, or one of the first. I know some of you guys are gonna grill me on that and figure out exactly who the first was, but he was one of the first major deviations from the base colors. And so, other than Rainbow Steve, I think so. Or what? I don't actually know. You guys let me know. Who came first, Elder Blue or Rainbow Steve? Now, I think he could be exciting. I really do, actually. And I think I actually, to be honest, know how I could fit him into the story. But let's keep going. Professor Red. Oh, Professor Red. Now, Professor Red, if you guys don't know, he was in Steve Saga Origins. So this was Rainbow Steve's origin story. Professor Red was like one of the people he knew and all of that. So, I mean, no, he wasn't in my perspective Steve Saga, but he was in Rainbow Steve's. He has yet to be used. He was a really funny character, bro. The way he acts, and look at him, he's got goggles on top. He's smart. I mean, I guess in the original Steve Saga, Red Steves were supposed to be kind of like dumb. And so then when Professor Red shows up, you're like, whoa, it's a smart Red Steve. But in Rainbow Quest, the Red Steves are smart. Like, they're all wisdom and all of that. So I guess he fits in perfectly. Huh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Either way, you guys let me know what you think about him. I think he would be a very interesting character, especially since we have the little Red Kingdom. We already know about that. You know, we've already seen the Red Steves again. We know that there's stuff there. I don't know. We'll find out what could be happening here. Let's keep moving on, though, because I don't want this to be drug out. Hypno Steve, one of the fan favorites, my guy. One of the fan favorites. I mean, I don't have any bias toward him at all, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he sounds like me. But now, I think Hypno Steve had a great story. The way he acted, I think the philosophies of his own life were very interesting. I mean, he doesn't even look like a Steve, to be honest, but that's like the cool part about him. You know, he is a Steve, but he's just this project, this scientific project gone wrong, and he has these weird powers, and it's very interesting. He's very mysterious, but at the same time, kind of a friendly guy. You know, his personality was like evil, but also good. It definitely wavered, and I think it made him very interesting. So he's full of potential. I think he has a solid shot at this, honestly. Okay, moving on. Shadow Steve. Now, granted, he's just like a gray. He kind of looks like Moon Steve, to be honest now, because we did Space Saga and there's Moon Steves. But yeah, Shadow Steve, of course, back in Steve Saga, Shadow Steve was a part of Dark Steve. Dark Steve's story in Rainbow Quest already began, so technically it's already kind of connected, I guess, but we haven't done any Shadow Steve stuff yet. So if you guys think Shadow Steve would be a cool new addition to Rainbow Quest, I'd be interested. It'd be interesting to see what we would do with his story compared to how he was in Steve Saga. In Steve Saga, he was kind of like this blatant evil guy, but Dark Steve clearly wasn't like that in Rainbow Quest. Kind of changed his character. I think we've had a lot of fun with the character development in Rainbow Quest compared to Steve Saga. Steve Saga, I feel like they were a lot more cut and dry, obvious if they were good or bad guys, but Rainbow Quest, we've done a lot more development in the characters and all that, so I think there's a lot we could do with it. Either way, moving on. Origin Steve, and hand in hand, Alex. They both go kind of hand in hand. Not really, I guess. We don't really need to introduce one to have the other at all, but in Steve Saga, they were hand in hand, but they're not like positive or negative Steve where they have to be shown at the same time. Origin Steve, of course, known for creating everything in the Steve Saga, creating all the Steves. Not everything, but creating all the Steves. And then Alex being the first creation of Origins Steve. I'm very interested to see if people want these characters back. You know, as I make these series or these episodes of Rainbow Quest and all that, I think it sometimes gets hard to know which characters you guys love more than others because I'm so focused on just trying to keep the story going and all that. But I definitely want to take this time to see who you guys enjoyed the most in Steve Saga of the characters we haven't used. And honestly, even of the characters we have used, like who are your favorite characters other than Rainbow Steve and Galaxy Steve? Because I think that'll be kind of obvious because of course everyone loves those characters. Those characters are amazing. But other than those characters, who do you guys want to see more of? Who do you guys like seeing? Even the ones that have already been introduced in Rainbow Quest as well. If it's not here, I'd still be interested. But of course, I still want to see your guys' votes on the characters that have yet to be showcased. So, you know, let me know. Alex, of course, being the only non-Steve other than me in the Steve Saga. For the most part, the only non-Steve in the Steve Saga other than me. Origin Steve being the creator of all Steves. I don't really know. I mean, obviously, like, he's a pretty major character. So, you know, when it comes to, like, positive, negative Steve, their stories would definitely be completely different in the impact of who they are compared to, like, Origin Steve. You know what I mean? It's up to you guys. I'm so interested to see what you guys have to say. Seriously, please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. The guardian of the spirit world. He was so wise, and at the same time, when Reality Steve took control of him, he was not wise. But he was a pretty consistent character, especially near like the last 25% of the Steve Saga story. I'd be interested to know if you guys want him back. I feel like the way the spirit world in Rainbow Quest works, I'm not sure how this character would fit in. To be honest. But of course, if you guys vote for the character, we will fit it in somehow. We will work it in a good way. We won't cheap out and just, throw him in there. Or maybe if that works, you know, we will make it work is what I'm trying to say. We're not just gonna out of nowhere throw him in there and make it have no sense. Now, will these characters all have like a greater role, like a huge role? I don't know. It all depends. We'll see. But I mean, that's the mystery, you know, like if whatever character works, you guys can keep your eye out for that character that won and you can see how they're implemented. So that, oh man, I can't wait to do this. But yeah, you guys can let me know if you want the Guardian in the Spirit World. But I just don't know how he would work compared to the story now. But of course I can make it work. Now, Memory Steve. Memory Steve is kind of like the Demon Steves right now. Probably, I mean, obviously a little different, but Memory Steve was more of a henchman, whereas Demon Steves were kind of like an entire type of Steve that, you know, it's like all the red Steves. Well, there's a bunch of Demon Steves. There's only one Memory Steve. But Memory Steve was an interesting character. He kind of he wipes people's memories, makes you forget. Interesting way to do things. I think I've already kind of done stuff like this in Rainbow Quest, so it'd be interesting to see how I would try and do a Memory Steve without it being kind of the same thing. I'd obviously have to work very hard not to make it the same thing. But I mean, yeah, he looks cool. He looks spooky. He had a cool power. And moving on. Let's see here. So we've got the Diamond Steves, the Gold Steves, and the Emerald Steve. So we've got all three types. This was near the very end of the Steve Saga before it turned into the Space Saga. There's not much else to say about it. They were inside of a whole different world within a crystal thing. They just kind of lived their lives, man. I mean, they're just a new type of Steve. Granted, Gold Steves kind of just look like Yellow Steves, and Diamond Steves kind of look like Blue Steves, and Emerald Steves kind of just look like Green Steve, so it might be actually, if anything, more confusing to see them, but doesn't mean that I won't let them be an option, man. If you guys want to see them, then you guys vote. If you guys want to vote for one of them, go ahead and we'll see what we can do with them. Yeah, now for the last one, we've got the Overseer. That's right, everybody. The Overseer was actually a Blue Steve, if you didn't remember from Steve Saga. Why am I doing this accent? I need to stop right now. The Overseer was actually a Blue Steve, an Elder Blue. So technically, it's just another Elder Blue, to be honest. But he was his own unique character, and he was stuck in a different dimension and all of that, and he made a great friend for me and the gang, and he went to go run his own town and eventually became an Elder Blue once again, once the original ending of the Steve Saga happened when I had logged off the server. Well, I mean, that character was great. Would he be great in Rainbow Quest? I think that's kind of up to you guys if you want to give him a shot. I'm not sure how it would work either. I think there's obviously a lot of potential for some of these characters, and some of these other characters are going to be harder to implement, but it's not going to stop me from giving you guys the option, because I want you guys to really feel like you have a say in this next character, because that's the whole point. I think it'd be cool to see who you guys want to see in the Rainbow Quest series. If you guys want to talk about it more, don't forget I have a public Discord that you guys can chat in. We have over 6,000 members with people just as excited to talk about this stuff as you are. So if you guys want to chat about it, go check it out. Seriously, guys, it would mean a lot to me if you join the community, or just simply if you want to subscribe, turn on notifications. Let me know who you guys want to see here. Me personally, I think I would want to see, I'll give you guys like 6 people I would want to see here. So I think Plague Steve would be interesting, Elder Blue, Professor Red, Hypno, Shadow would be interesting, I guess. Origin, maybe Alex. I think that's enough of what I think I should say. I don't want to sway your guys' decision. Don't vote on what just because of what I liked. I want you guys genuinely vote on what you want. So let me know. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. That means you're a very dedicated viewer, and it means a lot to me. Thank you for giving all my content a shot, guys. And don't forget, I can actually say it now. Oh my God, dude, it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while. Well, actually, no, I've been pretty consistent for the past like few months, to be honest, like 3 or 4 months. But before that, I couldn't say it, and so I stopped saying it. But don't forget to subscribe for daily videos on this channel. Wow, I'm so happy I could say that again, and I'm glad that I can say it after proving it, because if you guys look at the channel, I really haven't missed any videos in a long time again, and I've been having fun. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, Sabre, take a break, but it's been a blast being able to be consistent again, getting all this content out to you guys, and I know that you guys have been seeing me trying some new content on my stuff lately. To those of you that are giving it a shot, I really appreciate it, and nothing is set in stone. I obviously am still going to be putting out Rainbow Quest and Steve stuff, but like we got the Crafting Dead series out, and that has been a really fun time to put out. The series, the story is so good, so I would definitely give it a shot if you guys haven't. Well, that's it. As always, I'm your host, Sabre. Don't forget to comb your teeth and brush your hair. Oh wait, brushing your hair actually works in this context. Don't forget to vote down in the description below. Woo! Massive shout out to all of my super supporters shown on screen. All super supporters not only get many other benefits, but one benefit is a shout out at the end of these videos, so huge shout out to you guys. If you're interested in supporting me like these people already have, be sure to hit that join button or click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and check out these videos on screen as well. And I'll see you next time.